Hello kids, Shubham Mangalam at Little Scholar High School. I am Sangeeta Singh, taking 6th standard, subject English, and the topic to be discussed today is Unit 1, Study Material. So kids, you all know that we have already completed Unit 1, 3 lessons. The first lesson was Peace and Harmony, second one was I Want Peace, a small poem, and the third one was Grand Contest in the Forest. In the first lesson, you have learned that there were many birds and animals which lived very happily in the forest, and they enjoyed the musical evenings every day, and they invited moon and the stars as a guests for their musical evenings. But one day the jackal entered the forest and it poisoned the minds of all the animals, and it tried to create the differences in the animals, and that's how he disturbed the peace and harmony in the forest. And finally the moon came in the form of Sadhu, and he resolved this problem. And finally all the animals were very happy when the Sadhu killed the jackal. And in the second lesson you have seen that I want peace. So here I refers to the mother earth. Earth is considered as a mother because we all are living on the earth, and it wishes to have peace, but it doesn't find any peace on the earth. It can listen to the noises, the sorrows of the people, and it also can handle the sorrows of the people, and it wishes to have the peace, but it doesn't find peace on that. It is also hopes that all the people won't destroy it because of the inhuman acts of the people. And in the third lesson you have seen the grand contest in the forest. It was a great day for all the animals, trees and the birds, because they were going to compete for a contest, that is a competition where they have to display their special skills and abilities before the great one. And all the animals were very excited and they started preparations for the great day. So all the animals showed, when the great day arrived, so all the animals showed their special skills and abilities, but there was a squirrel which was in despair. So it could not do anything. So finally it filled the hollow dry branches with nuts and seeds, and it presented to the great one. And the great one was impressed by the thoughts of the squirrel and finally offered the prize, because the nuts and the seeds, if they are sown, they would grow into trees in the future and they would bear fruits and they can be used in the future. So that's why the little grey squirrel was offered the prize. So this is what you have learnt in the first unit. Now let us start study material of unit 1, page number 19. Now I want all of you to open page number 19 of your study material. Now we have some passages to be discussed here. So let us discuss the passage. I will read and explain the passage, then we will complete the material. Now look at that. One day a jackal entered the forest. He was dirty, dangerous and very cunning too. He told the elephants, "You are the biggest animals in the forest." So he told the elephants that you are the biggest animals in the forest. Why do you want to play with the squirrels and the rabbits? And he poisoned the minds of the peacocks, saying, "You are the loveliest birds in the forest." So he tried to create the differences among the birds and the animals by saying that peacocks are the loveliest birds in the forest, elephants are the biggest animals in the forest, and he says, "Why do you want to praise the mynas?" So thus he created the differences in the minds of the animals. And the jackal then approached the deer and whispered that the tiger was waiting for a chance to kill them. Now gradually, that is slowly, all the animals began suspecting one another. They had doubt on each other. Earlier they had lived together very happily. They slept together and roamed around the forest together. But now they started to put up boundaries, and they also built fences around their properties since the differences started cropping up between them. They moved about individually. Instead of moving together, they started moving about individually, that is alone or with their own group. Like for example, the deer started moving along with the other deer, tiger started moving with the other tigers. So now you have to answer the following questions. Each question has 4 choices and you have to choose the correct answer and write the options either A, B, C or D. Now each question carries 1 mark. Now the jackal was, the options are dirty, option B dangerous, option C very cunning, option D all the above. So the answer was, according to the passage, the jackal was dirty, dangerous, very cunning. So the answer is option D, all the above. The answer is, for the first question is, it is option D, all the above. That means the jackal was dirty, it was dangerous as well as cunning. Now second question, who is the biggest animal in the forest according to the passage? Now the options are elephant, option B lion, option C tiger, option D bear. So the answer is option A elephant. Now third question, Dash was playing with squirrels and the rabbits. Option A elephant, option B lion, option C tiger, option D bear. So the answer is again the elephant. Elephant was playing with the squirrels and the rabbits. Now fourth question, what did jackal do after entering the forest? Option A, it poisoned the minds of the animals and the birds. Option B, it roamed about the jungle without birds. Option C, it played with all animals. Option D, it lived happily. The answer is, the jackal poisoned the minds of all the animals and birds after entering the forest. Now fifth question, the loveliest bird in the forest is option A peacock, option B myna, option C parrot, option D cuckoo. So according to this passage, the loveliest bird in the forest is option A peacock. Now you have to answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each, and each question carries 2 marks. So here we have 5 questions here. Now for sixth question, peacocks praised the mynas. They appreciated the mynas. So what character trait of peacock do you observe from the above sentence? What skill do you want to develop from the peacock? So let us see the answer. So here you have to write the answer like this. Now I want all of you to write the answers in your study material. I hope all of you have opened your study materials and started writing. Now I observed modesty in peacock. So you write, I observed modesty in peacock, and now you write, what skill do you want to develop from the peacock? You can write, I want to develop appreciating skills from the peacock. You have seen that peacocks praise the mynas in this. So from that you have to develop appreciating others, that is appreciating skills from the peacock. Now let us see the seventh question. What did the jackal try to do in the above passage? What did the jackal try to do in the above passage? So you have to write the answer. The jackal tried. In the question it is try. Answer you should write the past tense tried. The jackal tried to bring differences among the creatures of the forest by poisoning their minds. Now eighth question. What did the jackal whisper in the deer's ear? So what do you mean by whisper? To tell something secretly, like how you do. If you want to share some secrets with your friends, so you whisper, you speak very softly and in a low voice, isn't it? So what did the jackal whisper in the deer's ear? The jackal whispered. Past tense of whisper, whispered. The jackal whispered in the deer's ear that the tiger was waiting for a chance to kill them. Now, ninth question is, did the animals believe the jackal's words? What was the consequence? So, consequence is what was the result? So, what do you think? Did the animals believe the jackal's words? Yes, all the animals believed the jackal's words. They started. So, what was the result when the animals started believing the jackal's words? They started suspecting, doubting each other, and they moved about individually. Instead of moving together, they moved about individually. Now 10th question is, can you guess why the jackal behaved as mentioned in the passage? Can any one of you guess why the jackal behaved in such a way in the passage? The jackal wanted to kill the smaller animals and birds by creating some differences among them. So let us see once again. The jackal, why did the jackal behave in such a way? The jackal wanted to kill all the smaller animals and birds by creating some differences among them. If they were united, that means if all the animals and birds were united, it wouldn't have been possible for the jackal to kill them. Now let us see the second passage. The beautiful trees and creatures had started competing and fighting. My mangoes are ready, announced the mango tree. The peacock said, emeralds and turquoises are my feathers. The lark trilled, I will sing a song, beautiful and moving. The dove cooed, saying, the great one would love her soft notes. So here, all the beautiful trees as well as the creatures, they started competing. They were in a competition with each other and they were fighting. So the mangoes announced that the mangoes of its tree were very ready, and the peacock said that it has the emeralds. Emeralds are the green precious stones which are used in the jewelry, and turquoises, they are the bluish green color which you can find on the feathers of the peacock. So peacock said that it's all the emeralds and turquoises, these are beautiful colors it has on its feathers. And the lark trilled. Trilled is it sang a beautiful song, and the dove made a sound, that is cooed. Cooed is the word which is used for the sound which is made by the doves and pigeons. It says that the great one would love her soft nose, means soft, the music which is made by the dove. Gifts and beauty abound. That means there were plenty of gifts and beautiful things around. Thought that squirrel in despair. So the squirrel was in despair, it has loss of hope, and he thought and thought, but I will do what I can do the best. The squirrel thought that I will do what I can do the best, and he decided, and then he found hollow branches and filled them with as many nuts and seeds of different trees as he could find. So what do you mean by this hollow branches? The branches with a space in between, you can find holes in the trunks of the tree, isn't it? So he filled his hollow branches with the nuts as well as seeds of different trees. And the next day, everyone was ready for the great day, that is the competition. The great one came and the air became soft and balmy. So what do you mean by balmy, kids, here? So balmy means it is characterized by pleasant warm weather. And the streams tinkled. So tinkle is the sound made by the water which is flowing in the streams, and as they tumbled over the little rocks. So as the water was flowing, it was tumbling, falling down from the rocks, the sound made by the streams is called tinkled. Now we will answer the following questions. Again, each question has 4 choices. Choose the correct answer and write whether the option is A, B, C or D. Now again, each question carries 1 mark. Now look at the first question. The beautiful trees and creatures started competing and fighting. So option A, to win in the contest. Option B, to get a prize in the contest. And option C, to give their best to the great one. And option D, all the above. So the answer is all the above. All the above. Now who will sing a song? Option A, dove. Option B, peacock. Option C, lark. Option D, squirrel. So here, according to the passage, the lark trilled. The lark sang a beautiful song. So lark is a bird. So second one is option C, it is lark. Now how was the squirrel? Option A, happy. Option B, sad. Option C, angry. Option D, hungry. So the squirrel was sad. According to the passage, squirrel was sad. So the third one answer is option B. It is sad. The next day, everyone was ready. Why were they ready? Option A, to give their best to great one. B, to participate in the great contest. Option C, to participate in the cultural evening. Option D, both A and B. So here the next day everyone was ready to give their best skills or to show their best skills to grade 1 and also to participate in the grade contest. So the answer is option D, both A and B. No. Fifth one. The air became soft and balmy because option A, the great one came, option B, the rain came, option C, the cool breeze came, option D, the mist came. So here, according to the passage, the air became soft and balmy because the great one came. So fifth one answer is option A, the great one came. Now let us see the sixth question. What was the fighting mentioned in the passage? Now you have to answer these questions in 2 or 3 sentences each. Okay, now we have to answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each, and each question carries 2 marks. And here we have 5 questions. Now sixth question is, what was the fighting mentioned in the passage? So you have to write the answer. The fighting mentioned in the passage was the performance of the special abilities of the creatures on the great day. So it was about the performance of the special abilities of the creatures on the great day. So I hope all of you are writing, kids. Please write all the answers in your study material. Now seventh question. What did the peacock say? So you can write the answer. The peacock said. Past tense of say, said. The peacock said that emeralds and turquoises were her feathers. Now eighth question. Why was the squirrel in despair? What is despair? Despair is loss of hope, not having any hope. So the squirrel did not have any special ability to show on the great day, whereas all the other animals displayed their great special skills. So as it did not have any special ability to show on the great day, so he was in despair. Now ninth question. What did the little squirrel want to do finally? He wanted to do his best. The little squirrel wanted to do his best finally. He found hollow branches and filled them with nuts and seeds of different trees. 10th question. What did the dove coo? The dove cooed. What is cooed? The sound made by the dove. The dove cooed that the great one would love her soft notes. The soft notes is the music which is made by the dove. Now let us see the third passage. Once upon a time, in a very thick forest, there lived many animals, birds, snakes and insects. They all lived together happily. They roamed about the jungle and played together in the open fields without any fear. Okay kids, this is what you have learnt in the first lesson. So there was a very thick forest and there lived many animals, birds, snakes and insects in this forest, and all the animals lived together very happily. They roamed about the jungle, means they moved about in the jungle, and they played together in the open fields without any fear. And the peacocks were very proud of their dances but admired the melodious songs of the cuckoos. Admired means they liked the melodious songs of the cuckoos. And the elephants enjoyed watching the fish which were swimming in the pool, and the pythons or the kind of snakes, they were blessed with long bodies. They spoke well of the fine fur, means they appreciated the fine fur of the flat-footed rabbits. The tiny ants, that is the small ants, which were always busy, they tickled the dark buffaloes. So they started creeping on the buffalo's back and they started tickling them. They often held musical evenings in a large open field. So here they represents all the animals and birds, snakes, etc. They often held musical evenings in the large open field. The elephant and the deer danced. The mynas and the parrots sang the songs, and the deer, the tiger and the bear, they exhibited gymnastics. The gymnastics are their form of physical exercises. They called the moon and his friends the stars. to be the guests of honor at their musical evenings? Now you have to answer the following questions. Again, each question has 4 choices. Choose the correct answer and write A, B, C or D. Now again, each question carries 1 mark. The first question is, how did the animals live according to the passage? Option A, peacefully. Option B, harmoniously. Option C, happily. Option D, all the above. So here harmoniously is to be united. So here the answer is all the above. They wanted to live peacefully, harmoniously and happily. So the answer is option D. Now second question, who did the peacocks admire? Admire is whom did they like? Option A, their own dances. Option B, melodious songs of cuckoos. Option C, swimming fish. Option D, elephants dance. So according to this passage, the answer is the peacocks admired the melodious songs of cuckoos. So the answer is option B. Now third question, what did the tiny ants do? Again the option A, tickle the elephants. Option B, tickle the pythons. Option C, tickle the dark buffaloes. Option D, tickle the rabbits. So the answer is, according to the passage, the tiny ants tickled the dark buffaloes. The answer is option C. Fourth question, what did the elephants enjoy? Option A, watching the fish swimming in the pool. Option B, melodious songs of cuckoos. Option C, peacock dances. Option D, their own dance. So according to this passage again, the elephants enjoyed watching the fish swimming in the pool. So the answer is option A for the fourth one. Now fifth question, pick out the word which is opposite to the word leisurely from the above passage. Leisurely means if you have free time, if you are free not doing any kind of work, that means it's a leisure time. So what is the opposite of leisure? It is option A, busy. Option B, proud. Option C, honor. Option D, admired. So the opposite of leisurely is to be busy. So answer is option A. Okay, now you have to answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each, and each question carries 2 marks. Now let us see the sixth question. How did the animals roam in the forest? How did the animals roam in the forest? So the answer is, the animals roamed, past tense of roam, roamed about the jungle, and they played together in the open fields without any fear. Now seventh question, why did the creatures hold musical evenings in the forest? So here the answer should be, the creatures held, past tense of hold, held musical evenings to enjoy the occasion among themselves and to depict is to show, peace and harmony existed among them. Eighth question, who were the invitees to be the guests of honor at musical evenings? So what does it mean, invitees? The people who are invited are called invitees. So who were the invitees to be the guests of honor at musical evenings? So Moon and his friends, the stars, were the invitees to be the guests of honor at their musical evenings. Now the ninth question is, where did they hold musical evenings? That means where did they conduct the musical evenings? They held, again the past tense of hold is held. They held musical evenings in a large open field. Now 10th question is, mention the cultural programs that were held in their musical evenings. So the elephant and the deer danced, the mynas and the parrot sang, the tiger and the bear exhibited gymnastics. So these were the cultural programs that were held in their musical evenings. Okay students, now we have discussed the passages which are given from your lesson, from your textbook. Now we will discuss the unseen passages, means which are not included in your textbook. So please listen carefully and try to answer it. Now read the following passage. A farmer lived in a village. He had a hen. You know who is a farmer? A person who grows crops, isn't it? So who works in the fields. And a farmer lived in a village. He had a hen. It laid an egg of gold daily. Wow! So he used to lay the hen used to lay a golden egg every day. The farmer sold the eggs and he became rich. And one day his wife grew greedy. So what does it mean? Greedy means she was not satisfied with the golden egg which was laid every day. She wanted to have all the eggs once. She asked her husband to kill the hen and get all the eggs. So the farmer took a knife and he cut open the hen on the request of his wife. But there were no eggs inside the hen. The farmer and his wife felt very sad. But what was the use? It was too late now. The hen was already cut, isn't it? And there was no chance of getting any golden eggs in the future. So now choose the correct answer from the 4 choices given below. Now each question carries 1 mark. Which of these words means every day? Option A, greedy. Option B, daily. Option C, inside. Option D, golden. So here the answer is every day means it is daily. So option B. For the 11th question answer is option B. Now 12th question. On cutting the hen, both the farmer and his wife felt option A, happy. Option B, rich. Option C, sad. Option D, angry. So both the farmer and his wife felt sad. So the answer is option C. Now let us see the 13th question. Now here you have to answer the questions in 2 or 3 sentences each, and each question carries 2 marks. How did the farmer grow rich? So what have we learnt in the passage? How did the farmer grow rich? The farmer had a hen. It laid an egg of gold daily, and the farmer sold the eggs and he became rich. Now 14th question. Did they find eggs inside the hen? Why or why not? No. Did they find the eggs? No. When they cut open the hen, they did not find the eggs. So no, because it is a natural process to lay only 1 egg daily for a hen. No hen can store many eggs at a time in the stomach. Now 15th one. What moral did you learn from this story? Yes, greed. Greed brings grief. Greed is, he was, farmer, especially the farmer's wife was very greedy. She was not satisfied with the golden egg which was laid by the hen every day. She wanted to have more eggs. So that is called greedy nature. So greed brings grief. Grief is sadness. So that is what has happened in the story. They were very sad at the end because they couldn't find any eggs when they cut open the hen. Now 16th question. If you were the wife of the farmer, what would you do? So imagine yourself in the farmer's wife's position. What would you do? You have to write the answer. If I were the wife of the farmer, I wouldn't cut open the hen. I shall take the egg laid by the hen daily and be satisfied. Now let us see the second passage. Emperor Akbar wanted to test the wisdom of his courtiers. Courtiers are the people who were working in his court. So one day in his court, he drew a line on the floor and he ordered his courtiers to make this line shorter, but not to rub out any part of the line. So once again I'll tell you, the Akbar drew a line on the floor and he ordered his courtiers to make this line shorter without rubbing any part of the line. So no one knew what to do. They didn't understand how to make the line shorter without erasing the line. Each minister looked at the line and he was puzzled. They were confused. No one could think of how it could be made shorter without erasing the line. And then Birbal, one of his courtiers, he started smiling. When it was his turn, he was also the minister who was working under Akbar, and he started smiling. When it was his turn, he went near the line. He drew a longer line under the first one. So Birbal was a very clever and intelligent person. He simply drew a longer line under the first one, which was drawn by Akbar. He didn't touch the first line. Everyone in the court saw that what he drew and said, "That's true. The first line is shorter now." Now choose the correct answer from the 4 choices given below the questions, and each question carries 1 mark. Akbar drew the line to option A, to prove his courtiers were fools. Option B, teach drawing. Option C, prove that he was great. Option D, test who was wise. So here Akbar drew the line to test all his courtiers. He wanted to test, or he wanted to know who was the wise courtier. So here the answer is option D. Now second question, Birbal is a dash in Akbar's court. Option A, minister. Option B, soldier. Option C, jester. Option D, king. So Birbal is a minister in Akbar's court. So the answer is option A. Okay, now you will need to answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each, and each question carries 2 marks. What did Akbar order one day? So one day in his court, Akbar drew a line and he ordered his courtiers to make his line shorter without erasing any part of it. So who was Akbar? Akbar was a great emperor. So he ordered his courtiers to make his line shorter without erasing any part of it. Now next question, this 14th question is, why were the ministers puzzled? The ministers were puzzled because they could not think of how the line could be made shorter without erasing it. Did you understand? The ministers were puzzled because they could not think of how the line could be made shorter without erasing it. Now 15th one, how did Birbal make the line shorter? So who was Birbal? Birbal was a minister in Akbar's court. So how did he make the line shorter? Birbal drew a longer line under the Akbar's line, that is the line drawn by Akbar, and made it shorter. Now 16th question is, do you think Birbal is clever and why? Yes, Birbal is very clever because nobody in the court could make the line shorter without erasing any part of it, but only Birbal made it by drawing another longer line. Birbal made it shorter by drawing another line. Okay students, I hope all of you understood the passages from your textbook as well as the unseen passages, like what we have done about Akbar, as well as the farmer laid a hen, isn't it? Like farmer has a hen which laid an egg, isn't it? So now I hope all of you have completed the study material whatever we have done today. Okay, and I want all of you to note down write the answers for the questions which are given in the study material. And now I want you to note down today's Sakshi classwork explained unit 1 study material page number 19 to 24, and homework you have to complete study material page number 19 to 24.